Hi everyone, and welcome back to Belinda's DIYs. Today I'm going to be creating this face mask right here. I don't know if you're like me, but I've not been able to find any face mask, and sometimes I've needed to go to the grocery store or the pharmacy and I feel so unprotected because I have nothing to cover my face with. So I decided to DIY one for myself, and I want to show you how I put it together. I used all Dollar Tree items, but you can use any type of fabric that you might have and some rubber bands. It's really very easy to make. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you in just a little bit how I put it together. If this is your first time here, I welcome you. And for those of you that have been my subscribers for a long time, I truly appreciate you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by just showing you the items that I'll be using. It's just a few items and it's really easy to make. I want to note that this mask is just some kind of protection. I know it is not the one that everyone is recommending. I can't remember the name right now, but this just gives you some kind of protection versus no kind of protection. But I just want to take this time to say that if you all have family members that have been affected by the coronavirus, I pray for y'all. I hope that everybody stays safe and that we continue to do everything that they're asking us to do to wash our hands and protect ourselves as much as possible. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with this video. From Dollar Tree, I'm gonna be using this craft fabric, and it is all cotton and it measures 20 by 21 inches. I'm also going to be using the fabric glue, and this is from Surebonder, and also the hot glue from Surebonder. I'll go ahead and link those items down below in case you're interested in them. 2 rubber bands from Wrought, and an iron. I want to start off by showing you a sample I made, and I used a paper towel and 2 rubber bands. Now, in case you don't have any fabric laying around, the other alternative is just using a heavy-duty paper towel and then stapling the corners as I did right there. If you're like me that could not get a hold of any face mask, this is a great alternative to give you some sort of protection, just in case you have to leave your home and go to the grocery store or the pharmacy. So I started off by laying out my fabric flat as you see it and just kind of spreading it out, and then I'm gonna fold it in half. And then once I fold it in half once, then I'm gonna start to add some pleats, and I'm gonna fold it about an inch each pleat, and then I'm gonna add the iron to it and just iron it down. And then I'm gonna turn it over and create another pleat and then iron that pleat down. And I'm just going to continue with those same steps until I reach the end of my fabric. Next, I'm going to take one end of the fabric and loop it through the rubber band. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other end of the fabric. And now, in order for me to know how wide I'm going to need my mask, I'm going to use my sample as my guide. And so I've laid it next to my fabric one. The sample that I created is 9.5 inches wide, but that's the size for my face. As you can see, I have way too much fabric, so I'm going to have to cut the ends. Okay, so now that I've cut the extra fabric, and now I can start hot gluing the fabric down by just simply folding it over the rubber band. And once again, I am using some fabric glue or some fabric hot glue. You can also use regular hot glue. In several of my DIYs, I have used just regular hot glue to adhere material together, and it has worked well. Now, because it has several pleats, I am going to be adding some glue to each pleat. This will help the fold secure well. The other alternative is sewing it. And I also added some glue on the underside of the fold. And for the opposite side, I just did this a little different. I started off by adding the glue and then folding the fold over, and then cutting the excess fabric, and then also gluing all the pleats down. And here you go. Here is a no-sew face mask. I did hand wash it and then let it air dry. Okay, so I want to show you now that I've created it, and I did wash it, just so that you know. I hand washed it and then I air dried it, and it's not the most beautiful thing, but it is, like I said, it does give you some sort of protection. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it on so that you can see how it looks. So what I basically do is just kind of open it up this way, put the rubber band over one ear and the other end to the other ear. And then once I had it on my face, I just continued to adjust it to my face and also around my ears. Once I've adjusted it well to my face, it feels pretty comfortable. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it and enjoyed it, and that it was helpful. If it was, please be sure and give me a big thumbs up and also share. I'd really appreciate it. You have yourself a blessed day, and remember, love, laugh, and create. And also, be safe. God bless you. Bye-bye.